if you're somebody who is shifting from being a full-time employee to being a full-time entrepreneur, this is one thing that you can do to make that identity shift a lot easier. I have been in this transition for, I would say, probably 45 days now. And this one thing that I did today has been probably the most impactful thing that I have done to grow my business in the last 45 days. And that is get off the internet and get in front of people, right? Today I went to the African American Chamber of Commerce Black Business Expo at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Over, I would say, at least 500 to 600 people were there. A lot of them business owners, a lot of them, companies to support small businesses. And it was the best decision I have made in the last 45 days for my business. One, because I've been spending a lot of my time online. I've been doing a lot of marketing online. I've been doing a lot of branding online. I've been doing a lot of sharing valuable content on how to travel more, on how Black moms can travel more, on how I have created travel in my life as a Black mom. But there is nothing like direct contact with other business owners that helps you to see your vision so much more clearly, to get immediate to get immediate feedback from people who are either in your industry or who understand your demographic. Like also just the energy, right? Like being a entrepreneur requires you to stay in a certain energy. It requires you to bring a certain energy to your work in order to be able to execute, but also to be able to live in the future, right? To really think about like what you're doing today, the things you don't feel like doing, the things you do feel like doing, the things you love to do in your business, the things you don't love to do in your business, right? The juggle of business and real life, especially if you are a mom, right? Being an entrepreneur requires you to lean into those things with a certain amount of energy that allows you to keep going, it to fuel you and to fuel your business. And I have found after today, I will be around entrepreneurs every single week in person. And in a time where the internet is so just a part of our daily lives. Like we do everything on the phone, we do everything on the laptop, right? We were in a pandemic for years where we literally couldn't even leave the house. It's time to get out of the house. It's time to get in front of people. It's time to network. It's time to not just collaborate on Instagram and do lives together. It's time to co-work together in person. It's time to show up and brainstorm and mastermind together in person. It's time to network and go to events. I'm planning to join the chamber. I want to get just a lot more involved in the community, in the business community here. Because what I realize is, one, it's like, it's the way that I work. I love to work with people. I love to engage with people. I'm very much a extrovert. But also like I am, which means that I'm fueled by engaging with people. And I also just easily relate to people. And so what I've found is like that helps to fuel me. So but my thing is, even if you're an introvert, right? Whether you're an extrovert, whether you're an introvert, you have to get offline. You have to get in front of people in person to really get and gain the momentum you need, especially at the time when you are transitioning from being a full-time employee to being a full-time entrepreneur. I have been doing a lot of work in my business. I've been doing a lot of work on my business. And today has been so pivotal. But I met so many people that are not only key people to connect me to the women and the moms that I want to serve, but they're also people who just put ideas in my mind on how I can leverage technology, how I can leverage specifically new technologies to be able to better serve my community, to be able to be more efficient in my business, to be able to just leverage my time better. Especially somebody like me who is juggling all the things. If you're watching my journey, this is a part of the journey. If you're watching my journey, you know all the things I'm juggling. And just, it has just been, I got to reconnect with people who I haven't seen in years because of just hashtag life, like pandemic. You know, I have 2 toddlers, and mom life can, especially when they're that young, can take up a lot of your time. But just reconnecting with the people who are the players here in Philadelphia, who I have built long-term relationships with, and kind of talking to them about what I'm doing and getting their feedback and getting opportunities to collaborate and speak, and just, it's huge. It's huge, but also it's just the energy, right? Just being in the room brings a certain amount of energy. Like, there's a certain amount of ideation. There's a certain amount of excitement. There's a certain amount of envisioning and vision when you are in these rooms with other entrepreneurs. So you cannot take that for granted. It is a requirement for me from now on. This event was outstanding. I got a chance to meet Melinda Emerson, who is the small business lady. I used to follow her a long time ago on Twitter when she used to do her small business talks on Twitter all the time. I got to meet her in person today and talk to her about some of the things that I am doing with my brand and actually get her direct input on it. I got to connect with one of my good friends, Suleiman Rahman, and attend his presentation on how to leverage artificial intelligence in your small business. I got a chance to meet Tanya, and I don't know her last name, but she has a business here in Philly called Mom Your Business, and she basically helps mothers, but just Black women in general, be able to set up systems, technology, be able to get resources, funding for their businesses. And, we serve a very similar demographic. I connected with so many people. I was able to talk to a sister at TD Bank about, funding, not even for my travel coaching business, but for my real estate business. It was just amazing. So this is what I would say to you if you are somebody who is a full-time employee, or you're transitioning from being a full-time employee to being a full-time entrepreneur. Get off the internet, right? Make sure that your presence is on the internet, but you need to be off the internet. You need to be in front of people, networking, right? Whether it be with your demographic, the people who you serve, or whether it be with other entrepreneurs who can help to fuel the energy you need to continue to build your business, to stay in the vision of the business, even in the midst of sometimes what will be the mess that's happening right now in the present. It is invaluable. Like, it is an invaluable experience to have. And I'm so glad I went today. I'm exhausted. I was talking all day. But it also has fueled me to show up right now in this moment, because I was like, I told myself I was going to post a video every day, and I'm going to post a video there every day. So this is the video for today. I hope that you are enjoying this. I hope these are valuable for you on your journey to becoming an entrepreneur, if you're planning to be an entrepreneur, or just for achieving and going after your goals in general. Drop me a comment and let me know if this was helpful. Let me know what your biggest takeaway is from this. Let me know what action you're going to take. Let me know what parts of my journey you want me to share more of. I'm just here to serve. So I hope you all have a good night. Till next time, stay chirping.